Happy Wednesday, everybody. So good to see you. Thoroughly enjoyed Van Life Rocks' live stream. Some really good stuff. If you missed it, make sure you go back and take a look. And after we're done this live stream, we are going to raid Van Life with Gina. I would also like to thank Van Life with Gina, Dream on Wheels, and Mo Bang for your bucks for sharing out the live stream. It's greatly appreciated, you guys. I'm looking at the chat while we were waiting to start. Everyone's talking about doing the thumbs up and bless Paula, and oh, you guys are awesome. I just adore all of you so very much. We have 37 people here. Holy moly. Oh, you guys, I have so much to tell you that's new in my life, but I'm not going to do it tonight. I will do it on Saturday. All sorts of stuff's moving and shaking and going really, really, really good. I got a couple things up my sleeve that I'm going to tell you guys about on Saturday, but I don't want to waste any time right now. We only have the hour, and we have the Nomadic Ramblers tonight, and they are so much fun. I can't wait to introduce them to you guys, but I'll bring Badge up first and let him introduce them officially. Hello.
Hello, sports fans. How's it going?
Good. You know what? I should be sitting here with like a baseball glove and a football and a tennis racket when you say sports fans.
Yeah. Well, I got my Tony Stewart shirt on. Does that mean anything?
Yeah. Oh, I want to race a car, Badge. Do you think you can hook a girl up?
Probably, yeah. I can probably do that.
That's totally on my bucket list, like ever since I was a little kid.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that. That was bad information.
Oh, I want to.
How fast do you want to go? How fast do you want to go?
I don't know how fast I can go. I was a passenger in like a homemade track kind of thing once, but that's about it. Not the same. But it's on my list.
Okay, bucket list. We'll get on that one. I didn't even know that till now. I could have fixed that one up.
Badge, when do you think you'll be here? Do you think you'll be at my place on the 10th of July?
I'm thinking so.
All right, you guys are going to be a part of another thing that's on my bucket list. I'll tell you later.
Okay. Anyway, this is so exciting because you got the Nomadic Ramblers back again because somebody screwed it up so bad the last time that we had to bring them back. So anyway, I don't want to tell you who screwed them up, but we're going to bring the Ramblers back, and they're a whole blast. Now you write down and ask them all kinds of stuff, like sticky bun or stick biscuits and marshmallows and all that stuff, because just this little secret, I sent them some marshmallows, so they can't say we got to get Badge down here because we got no marshmallows. I sent them some. So let's get the question. How long they been there? And a real good, and get them on their trailer.
Well, you ask them, Badge.
No, you can do it. I'm going to shut up because I screwed it up last time. I'm just gonna sit here with the dogs and just watch the show, baby.
All right. Well, everybody in the chat, I want to let you know. Throw those questions out. If you can put at Van Vita Travels, it helps it stand out a little bit more to me so that I don't miss your questions. And with further ado, I'm going to bring up the Nomadic Ramblers. Hello.
Hey.
Like I said earlier, who's that handsome guy in the bottom?
This is number 4 grandson, Bobby Dean the 3rd, because this is Bobby Dean the 1.
The 1.
Yeah.
He's the 3rd.
Hello.
How old are you?
12.
12. Good age, buddy. Good age. Enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
So I heard this right. They were going to give you their trailer. I want to be there for that one. I want to be there for that one, Sharon, because I'll bring the Kleenex, because there'll be a lot of Kleenex being needed. Just saying.
There'll be a Kleenex shortage.
I'll shut up now.
Yeah. That's right. You're training him to be a rambler just like you guys.
Yeah, he wants to be a rambler.
So where are you guys?
Choice. This was his choice for the summer, to come spend it with Mama and Papa.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew he was cute inside and out. What a good guy.
I've seen that. I've seen that somewhere. He's with you all summer, right?
Yeah.
He's staying with you all summer?
Yeah. You know what he told us? He said, we're just cool.
You'll enjoy
There you
that
go.
till he turns 13.
Yeah.
We'll be uncool then, like Uncle Dean.
Mm. So, buddy, what is the best part about doing the traveling? Like, why is the biggest reason that you wanted to spend your time with them this summer?
Yeah. Why?
Just come and see Badge. Tell him that.
Because I would get to see things that I wouldn't be able to see any other time.
Yeah, that excites me too, buddy. I can't wait to do what you're doing right now. So, where are you guys right now?
Poplar Bluff, Missouri.
Missouri.
Yes.
Whereabouts in the U.S. is Missouri? East, west?
Below Iowa.
Oh, Iowa. Okay. And where are
On
you
the west
headed
side
now?
of Mississippi.
Right.
We're headed straight north up to Iowa. Then we'll be
Okay.
turning northwest.
So, oh my goodness, AJ, thank you so much for that. AJ is road tripping. I think he just got back from, was it Germany or something? Wasn't it?
Right
Thank
in.
you so much. My chat's jumping right along.
Well, there's a bunch of people chatting. Woo.
Yeah. Well, you guys do a lot of live streams too. How long have you been doing live streams?
Oh, for about 3 years.
Yeah.
And
I
how
think
long have you
Yeah.
how long have you had the channel?
A little over 4.
Well, we've had it since like 2015, but we really didn't do anything with it till about 3 years ago.
Right.
And then it just,
About 4 years.
boom. Yeah.
About 4 years.
About 4 years?
About 4
Really?
years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah.
do you want to tell everyone a little bit about your channel for anyone that's new to you?
Oh, our channel is just our adventures. We just keep it pretty basic. We're family value. We have a lot of good friends. We just share America, and the people who visit America too. We get involved them in our videos,
Oh, yes.
and we just we're like I say, we just go to small towns. We do a lot of small towns, places like this that are easy to get to during the middle of summer, where you can't make a reservation using an Army Corps Park.
Mm-hmm.
We had plenty of. We could choose plenty of spots here. They were still available.
Oh, nice. That's good.
But you know that we would rather be boondocking, but it's just too hot.
Yeah, it's too hot. And that's part of what we do. We sell that point because that's what we really enjoy doing. We will use parks, but we prefer using Army Corps parks because one thing, it helps us save money.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This park is $22 or $24 a night, and I get it for $12, and it's full hookup.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't.
what?
Yeah.
Full hookup.
Yeah.
Sewer, water.
Oh,
and-
you're looking at $45-50 minimum here.
It was
Yeah.
$24 for 2 nights here.
Well, if we go to Canada, we're gonna have to boondock.
We're gonna boondock.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
we use our senior pass. I mean, that's part of the benefit, and the Canadians can use it too, I believe, right, Badge?
Yes. Totally.
So,
See, Mr. C is, that's what we call Mr. C, is got the Mr. C discount pass. So something like Neil's no legs, no problem discount pass. Well, Mr. C's got his own Mr. C
That's
pass.
it.
Everywhere he goes, he gets a discount. I think
Right.
he's got a discount for the discount. I think
we
Well,
love
the
it.
water he gets is
Yeah.
the water that I get at the campground costs more than what he pays for a campground. Just saying. Now, you know.
Probably so. Yeah. But
So what night is it that you do your live streams?
Friday night.
Friday nights at 7. Normally 7:30 East Coast time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
7:30. We had that question. Awesome. Thank you. Oh,
fun.
okay. AJ's being cheeky. I forgot the money conversion. 45.50 Canadians, about 15 US.
No,
That's
45
really good
Canadians, almost
exaggeration.
free in the States. That's like free in the States, isn't it? $45?
Yeah, right?
Something like that.
Actually, our exchange rate's getting a little bit closer slowly.
Slowly.
So what are some of the highlights? Like if you did a highlights reel of the last 4 years with your channel, what would we expect to see on it?
Oh, wow. About probably campfire
That's a
talk,
hard one.
marshmallows.
Maple marshmallows at that.
Oh,
From
for
Canada.
sure.
Mhm.
Oh, man.
Yeah, maple marshmallows.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know which episode it was, but they got an episode on stick biscuits and marshmallows. It's about 2 years ago. It was in Squatterville. It's an extra, it's not quite X-rated, but it's really funny. Like super, super funny. I don't know what the name of the video was, but it was a hoot. I'm telling you, it was a hoot.
Adult.
Every time I think of the Childers and the Nomadic Ramblers, I always think of that night for some reason. I don't know why, but it was such a hoot. It was just,
Yeah, we had a great time.
it was so fun. It was fun.
Oh, man.
Always. Always.
And it's hard to put things in what we think is really fun for what we do. It may not be so much fun for other people. But really, meeting the local folks and hear them talk about the area they live in and what they have to offer,
Right.
that's really neat stuff. Because we
Mhm.
found out, like we found a barbecue place tonight. It was a 5-star. But it's
It was
local.
pretty darn good.
Local guy told me where to go.
Well, we could have told you where to go for free. Just kidding.
Well, we
Sorry.
didn't ask that question. There's any free food and free
This
candy
is the
around.
stupid stuff we do here. This is the stupid stuff we do here. Every year when we leave Squatterville or Arizona, we always go to the Sizzler, and we end up taking like a whole section of Sizzler, and it's all nomads in there. It's a blast, and it's not like saying a goodbye. It's just like the last supper for the nomads, right? Before we all separate and go all over the world, right? And we do it every year, and it's just a hoot. It's just a hoot.
It's,
It's a lot of
it's
fun.
great food, great company on a budget. You can't beat it.
Oh yeah.
It's the best deal all the way around.
I mean, it's like having a
You
big
know,
giant
I
party.
can honestly say that if the Ramblers had to put a 1-hour video together of their life, they couldn't do it. They had too much stuff, too much good stuff, way too much good stuff. They couldn't do it.
Right.
They
Now,
couldn't
did
do
the
it.
names
They couldn't do it.
Joanna and Kaylee ring a bell to you guys?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Joanna's saying that's our handsome son. Ask him what it's like being away from his 4 siblings.
Oh, okay.
What's it like?
Oh,
He's
there's
probably liking it.
yeah.
Well, I kind of have mixed feelings on it.
Really?
I feel far away, but I also don't feel annoyed all the time. I'm just telling the truth. I'm telling the truth.
Well, Mom, I'm kind of having fun, but I don't really want to come home.
So, are you the
Oh,
oldest?
God, that's too funny.
He's the second oldest in that family.
Yeah.
Second oldest, because I was gonna say he sounds like an oldest child.
Yeah.
Been there, buddy. Been there.
oldest child.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. How does that work? You guys are used to being the boss.
Hey, we get along just.
Hey, there's a campfire story. There's a campfire story y'all gonna have to hear about counterfeiting.
What?
Well,
It happens. Hey.
we know marshmallows. We know thick biscuits. And we know counterfeiting. It's
Yeah.
true.
All right. You these are the kinds of stories that need to be coming out. Let's hear it.
Oh man.
The stick biscuits video is really good. It's really good. It's hilarious. It's really hilarious.
And
I don't know if Megan would pick it up. I forget where it is. It's about 2 years ago, around January.
It's called Adult Campfire Talk.
Yeah,
Yes.
hilarious.
Put
Just
on the
friggin'
circus.
hilarious. If you don't laugh, you have to go get therapy. For sure.
Do what?
You have to go get therapy if you don't laugh at that video.
You're gonna have to go get therapy.
Oh,
Hey,
boy.
I laughed
Oh
so
man,
hard I cried.
I watched that video and I was crying. Did we really say all that, Al? Yes, we did.
Hey, I
that was
thought
pretty good,
I
man.
did a really good job editing that video.
You did an awesome job. You did an awesome
you
job
guys-
on it. Ooh.
Nomadic Ramblers.
Shirley says I have to be at the campfire to hear the campfire stories.
Yeah, you got to show
That's
up.
true.
For those.
Yeah, that does work a lot better.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Call
And
me
the
D
campfire
says
stories.
video number 375.
There you go.
Thank you so much
There
for
you
that.
go. Oh, it's hilarious. It's just so
Call me
funny.
D's at video 375.
Yeah.
She
And
knows.
for I gotta just back up to that video because it was really funny because we're all sitting in Squatterville and Seven, Seven Gray from 7-1 is the world. He comes
Yeah.
up. He doesn't even know. He don't even know these people, and he's sitting around the fire with his stick biscuits, and these guys start. Well, my gee, it was and you gotta remember, Seven doesn't know him. It was so funny. He's just sitting there. Okay, this is fun. Yes, I know it is lots of fun. But yeah, it was hilarious. Yeah, especially when Seven didn't know him. That was funny.
And we didn't know anything about stick biscuits until he showed us.
Yeah.
And so that's what made it really fun. Because he was like, okay.
Is this
So-
true? Shirley's saying it gets pretty wild and crazy around the campfire.
So
Oh yeah.
Sometimes.
Well,
yeah.
I'm coming. You leave room for my lawn chair. I will be there.
It's really funny when the
You know.
when the women come loose. Watch out.
it's,
I was thinking
we
of.
just like
I was
have
thinking
fun.
about that. I was thinking about that today because everybody says now you have to reserve a campsite and you got to phone ahead and yada yada yada. Well, you got to do that for the campfires because there's only so much room you can get around the campfire, right? So yeah, you got to phone ahead for the campfire.
Last year we had 3 campfires at one get together.
We had 3
Yeah.
fire pits in a circle, and we had like 25
Yeah.
people around the campfire.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Oh my
That
goodness.
was
Oh yeah,
really
it was huge, like huge.
Yeah. Yeah,
Even at Squatterville, there was like there was about 20 around that fire, and
yes.
yeah, it was. Yeah, the fires are quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing like a campfire. Can't wait to get to Idaho where it's cooler. Woo.
Oh
When you
yeah.
guys first decided to live this lifestyle and you started doing it, or even now, is there anything you miss from your life before this journey?
No. Not
No.
me. No.
Neighbors?
I mean, really, I miss the depression sometimes.
What? No, he doesn't.
So this is 100% what you're meant to be doing.
I do
Oh, for
believe
sure,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
went back.
Yeah.
We had to go back, and we're over here now because we had not just to get our grandson. We had to sell another house.
Yeah, our last rental house.
Yeah.
Yay!
Everything's gone now.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Good for you
Awesome.
guys.
yes.
Yeah. We had to get rid of that other house, and now we're done. We have nothing to really tie us down except for our 4 wheels on the pavement, and we go.
That's it.
Or 8 wheels.
And little people like this can get on a plane and fly to see Mama and Papa.
That's it.
That's right. That's right.
And
Yeah.
we're going to remote areas to camp and stuff. They get to see real nature.
Yeah.
We do real nature off grid.
Yes.
I mean, if they ain't a road, sometimes we making a road. That's for sure.
we have done that.
You know, I believe you.
So what is it that you want to see when we go out to South Dakota?
Badlands.
What else?
That was his first thing. He wants to see the Badlands.
Mount Rush- Mount-
Well, that just about starts at the New Mexico border and ends at California, don't it?
Yellowstone.
Do
We're
what?
talking about Crazy Horse.
It starts at the Mexican
Oh.
the New Mexican border and stops in California, don't it? The
Right.
Badlands?
Yes.
That's what we call them, the Badlands.
Hey, raise your hand. You gonna raise his hand?
All right.
I also want to see Crazy Horse.
Awesome. I've been out there. Can you imagine that? I'm a Canadian and I saw it before you, except I'm in my 40s, so that doesn't count.
You're so young.
Serious. And she just had a birthday, didn't you?
January. That was January.
Yes.
That was a little while ago now.
Okay.
Time's a rolling.
January. He's February.
Mhm.
She's February.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
But I don't repeat my age because I'm going
No.
backwards now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going backward now.
you know, so you guys are at the point that you can do this. If you were at the age that I'm at right now in my mid 40s, is there anything you would have done to prepare for this now, or do you feel like you covered all your bases, or is there anything that you would share for information to someone like myself?
Yes, we would have done it sooner. We would have done it when our children were young. We would have homeschooled, no problem. And you cannot start soon enough to start downsizing if you want to live this lifestyle. You can't have any debt, and you got to get rid of that stuff. That's all it is, really, is stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, my process is going to be over a few years, I think, but I've even today really started focusing on getting rid of a lot of stuff today.
yeah, you can't
kinda
be a
scary.
material girl.
And think about it. Think about this stuff. Most of it comes from China.
Yes.
Half the Americans stop buying all this stuff, we'll be in great shape.
Exactly.
We can trade more with Canada.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are so darn cute.
You just got to move the stuff. Like you got to buy, all the stuff you have, you got to move it to like generators and stick
Exactly.
and marshmallows and stuff like that.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
Can't forget the marshmallows.
Well, no, it's really funny. You accumulate all of this stuff. You used to think you were supposed to have stuff, right? And now I'm like, I have an extra pond form even in my garage. I do not need that sitting on a shelf. Like, let it go.
There you go. I mean,
Yeah.
we're taught from a young age that is the dream, to have that house and fill it with stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
How can something so full feel so empty, though?
exactly.
it's so funny because their trailer is a little smaller than ours, and yet when we moved into our trailer, me and Elle, we barely had enough room for everything. And now she's got a couple cupboards that are not quite empty, but they're missing a lot of stuff. So you just keep downsizing and downsizing and downsizing. And like I looked in the back of my truck today and I started downsizing by 3 jigsaws. So I got to keep those. You can't get rid of 3 jigsaws. You got to keep those. I'm just kidding.
He actually bought some more tools, but
For
they're
solar.
small.
Well, they're for solar.
Yeah.
Working solar panels and the crimpers and all that kind
Come
of stuff.
on.
Yeah.
Now. Come on, boys and girls. Tools, you can never go wrong buying tools. I'm sorry. You
We
just
got
can't do
to.
it. And you know
I
what I'm
actually
saying.
agree. I actually agree.
Between Badge, myself, and Kevin, we can do anything.
And
Excellent.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Jim.
yeah,
Jim, he's got tools in that bus like we need. Yes, sir. So if we all get together, there ain't nothing can't be done.
they could build a whole bus.
Oh,
That's
we can
pretty
build a bus,
cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, we can do anything. We'll be able to do anything.
Yeah, it's a pretty good group, though. I gotta admit.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Horrible.
So, where do you think is going to be the farthest away you'll ever travel?
Probably
Yeah.
Canada.
Probably Alaska. Up in
You plan?
Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got all the North
You want to
American
go
continent. There's a lot there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if they didn't have the cartel in Mexico, we might go down there. But that's a little scary.
Yeah.
We got to have some Spanish with us.
Yeah.
But there's plenty to do in America and Canada, you know?
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For
And
sure.
we speak kind of the same language,
Kind of, yeah, pretty much, eh?
pretty much. Hey, hey, that's right.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
That's it. I love the Canadians. They're VIPs.
Oh yes. Oh, I don't know if I shouldn't let you say this. Okay, everybody who's watching the chat. Last before this stream started, if I knew what VIP meant, I'm like, yes, very important person. He has a very bad version.
I was told that from another Canadian.
Very
Yeah.
bad version. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I won't say it.
No, go ahead and say it.
Newmar, this was from the Newmar people. They were telling us about their get-together.
The Newmar people are having a big get-together in Quartzsite. We met one of their reps in Nashville yesterday. The rep from Newmar, he's in charge of the stuff in Quartzsite. So when the Canadians come down in their Newmars, they call them VIPs. So the Canadians driving the Newmar, big Class A's. You know what those are, right?
Mm-hmm.
The big Class A Newmars that cost gazillions of dollars.
Now, a couple 100,000 though.
Yeah, and a couple zillion on top of that. But they bring them things down from Canada, and those people down there call them VIPs. You know what that means? The Newmar people from Canada. I can't even say it. Canada. What?
That's what you sound like. You're like
The Newmar Canadians that come down to the Newmar get together in Quartzsite, they all have a big get together out there by Roadrunner, and very.
What?
What was I gonna say?
Let's tell him. You don't. You're a chicken.
Huh?
Just say it.
Oh,
Very,
you're in trouble now.
very inferior product. VIP.
All right. You're out of here.
But that's what the Newmar people call the Canadians coming down with Newmar products. Very inferior product. It's just a big gag, and they love it. They all love it. All the Canadians love it.
Oh,
But they're good
Hey,
sports about it.
we got a question for
Uh-oh.
you. Shirley wants to know, what year do you think you might be going to Alaska?
Shirley is
Next
asking.
year.
Really? Well, I'm probably going to leave probably in 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
Okay, we're ready.
2
We'll
years.
meet you on the border.
Well, he just wants to make sure all of this mess is gone.
Yeah, I
Just
want
saying.
to go to Alaska. I want to go up into Canada before I get too much older.
Yes, definitely.
So it's just I can still handle the rig and everything. I'm still strong enough to do all the stuff that needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
But on down the road, you don't know what's going to happen with your health. Right now, my health is great, except for this bulging disc in my neck.
Well, I think on a trip to Alaska, you really need to be capable of doing a lot of damage control on your own, because it's just not the same amount of services.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't realize that's a
Lots
pretty
of boondocking.
Yeah, lots of boondocking, and
Oh, I'm all for that.
Lots of
you got
boondocking.
to, you
Yeah.
need to be healthy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
We don't know a whole bunch of stuff, but we do know all the boondocking spots from the border to Alaska. Just saying.
Sweet.
That'd be great.
I don't know them.
You hang
Oh,
around with
you
this
will,
group.
though. You'll see him. We're going to throw the hook on your ammo, and you'll see him on the way.
Yeah, we want
Actually,
to do
the area that I live in doesn't really have much for boondocking. I have to go about 5 hours north, and then I can. But out here, it's
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like the
we're-
East Coast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to kind of plan a trip like it because some people want to travel with us. It's okay as long as we don't get too big a group, or if it's a large amount of people want to travel with us, we can break the groups up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So what would be a comfortable number of people to go together?
Wow.
Like, have you done a caravan before?
Yeah.
2,
We've done some caravanning with 3 or 4, but not a large number.
Two people's
see.
good.
Last year we had a get together and we had 12 couples there.
But we didn't travel all the way. With
They all
couples.
met us there.
Yeah, they all met us there.
Which that's cool.
Yeah.
I like it when it's like that.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I
because
think,
how do you set, like, because everybody must have different ways they want to do things. How 'cause I've never been a part of a caravan yet, right? So
well,
how do you plan where you're going and when and
well, see, before this happened, we were actually caravanning.
Mhm.
okay.
Kevin and Don are still there with Shirley, but things pop up. And, we had to go sell this house and everything. Dan, there was Jim and Deb was with us. We were all caravanning, just going up to Idaho, out of Quartzsite. But my truck broke down, so the other crew had to leave earlier because they wanted to get on up the road and take care of some of their family business. So, and Jim and Deb and Kevin and them stayed with us while our truck got fixed. Then after that, we all met up. We finally caught up with them in Bryce Canyon. Then we had the house thing to go take care of.
Last minute.
Yeah. So when you make a big trip like going to Alaska through Canada, there ain't no turnaround taking off somewhere.
No. That is the trip.
That is the trip. That is the destination. Unless it's a medical reason. That would be the only reason
Right.
we would stop
Mhm.
from doing the trip.
How long would you like to stay in Alaska?
I'd like to stay the whole summer.
Oh, for sure.
Well, that's only 2 weeks, though.
2 weeks. Okay then, 2 weeks.
Okay. Let's say the end of spring till
Well, when
the
spring
first
starts,
part of fall.
you
There.
got to give yourself time to get back. That's
Yeah,
quite a few miles.
definitely.
You got to be out of there by
Oh, my
September.
goodness, Jean-Marc, thank you so
Yes.
much. He's like the prairies. You wave at your dog running away for 3 days. Buddy, you are so right.
Mhm.
You are so right.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Where else would you like to go? You said Mexico, if there was no cartels and you could speak Spanish, would you go with a group, do you think, ever? Would you feel safer that way?
Probably so, yeah. If we have some Spanish-speaking people with us,
Exactly.
and we're making friends that way too. We have people that do that, and we're starting to get to know those folks.
Cool.
So this life gives you a lot of leeway to which way you want to go
Exactly.
because you start having friends that do different things. We all can't do the same thing, and we wouldn't learn anything.
Exactly.
True.
We all have to bring to the campfire, well, God, I'm planning on doing a trip here. Won't we? You want to do this, and you're more than welcome. Then you start making friends.
Right?
It's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
So it's a big world out there, man. It's a lot of fun. There's so many wonderful people.
And you would have been doing this a lot sooner if you'd have known it was this good.
Oh,
for
definitely.
sure. Oh, for sure. I
Oh,
wish I
that's
could get
so
20
nice.
years back.
More than that.
I missed a question. I just see someone asking if I saw their question, and I didn't.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to scroll back. Maybe you could type that in again if you don't mind.
Well,
You guys know how it is. You do live streams all the time.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, we understand completely.
It's a reality TV show.
Yeah. There's a lot of people on there. How many people they got on there?
I don't know.
Holy mackerel.
So your channel's grown awfully large in just a few years.
Well, I think it's kind of like average, but some people's is slower, some people's is faster. I think we're just kind of steady. We don't do anything to beef it up. We don't do drama. We do what happens.
Yeah.
We don't try to make drama. Our drama's the campfire.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's fun stuff.
Well, getting back to us doing this before, I worked from home most of my adult life. So I could have done this on the road, no problem.
But no, we did travel. We didn't have a trailer,
But I'm just saying doing this full time.
but we live near the beach, and our kids camped on the beach, and we went to parks, we went to forest and camp. We went all over the place. And her and I would take the kids and take vacations to the mountains. My kids know about camping.
But this one could not have done it full time because he worked on nuclear submarines, and I don't think they would let us tow that behind the rig.
No. Maybe a little one.
Yeah, Fox Van D says she likes the real stuff too, no drama.
Yeah.
And Nicole, if you wouldn't mind typing in that question again, I'll make sure that I get that asked. Sorry, I missed that.
This is a good question. This is a really good question.
That's Keely.
Why did you guys pick a Rambler?
Well, you know,
Why did
we were looking at Airstreams first, and every one we looked at was terrible.
It was torn up, and they wanted $6,000 for it.
And we were like, that's just not going to happen. So our ex-daughter-in-law
Found this online.
actually found this one, and it was in rough shape too. I'm not going to kid you.
Oh man.
I mean, but my son said, oh, Mom, it's got really good bones. So we're like, okay. So we hooked it up to the truck, didn't even have the right ball on the truck, and drug it 30 miles to the house. The one that we just sold, actually. And so we started looking at it, and our first thought was to take the top off.
Well, we bought it to put a tiny house on to put on our property in Florida.
Right.
Okay.
But
It's a weekend thing.
our daughter-in-law painted this, and we're like, oh my gosh, that's it. We're just going to keep the whole thing and go for it.
And fix all the holes in it.
And we did. Because at one point, this thing had more rain falling inside than was falling outside. It was bad.
It was an inside waterfall rambler.
It was
Oh my gosh.
bad. But, hey,
We have some videos of that.
I learned
On
to
top.
Bondo
Yep.
and fiberglass.
It's my Bondo baby.
Well, because when we were doing this training,
Oh, baby.
See
you
that?
couldn't find. You got
Here you
to
go.
pull it up.
Here you go.
Pull it up. There you go.
That's it.
Oh,
That's
that's
what-
where
Oh
you
my
painted
God,
it and
look at that.
everything.
There it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I've been a drinking man when this thing showed in the backyard, because I worked all night before, I had to turn around and take a sit. I had to sit down. I had to sit down. My coffee froze.
We actually have some comments in the chat that the young man had his hand up earlier and has been waiting so patiently. Do you remember what you wanted to say?
Oh. Well, it was earlier, but I was going to ask y'all, do you have reserves for your grandson to go to Alaska?
I love that he's trying to get himself in on that trip. That would be a trip of a lifetime for sure.
Yeah, because we're going to hit everything we can hit up there.
Yeah.
National parks, all the national parks. That's on all our bucket list stuff. He's starting early.
I think that's awesome. And Call Me V says that your sense of humor has probably saved you guys from the renovations.
Oh yeah, she almost wanted to kill me a couple times. I told her one day I cut my arm out off. I said, "Honey, I gotta go to the doctor. Put some tape on it and get to work." She handed me a roll of electrical tape. Told right there, 6 stitches right there, 6 stitches. She handed me electrical tape. Take that up. You can go to the doctor tomorrow.
No, you gotta do like Dad told me. Just get some crazy glue.
And you know what?
Crazy
here's
glue.
a Kleenex.
Yep.
She handed me one of them Kim wipes, a paper towel. Put that on and put some tape on it. Kept it getting it.
That's it. That's all you have to do. Yeah.
That's it.
Black tape and chemicals.
And she says, you hear these people talk about hurt feelings. Hey, I've been
There's stuff
talking about that. There ain't no hurt feelings around here.
Right there. Right
You
there.
don't have any feelings left.
Oh, look at there. CCD. We seen him in Tennessee.
Oh, okay. See, Ramblers, just seen you guys in Tennessee. I'm the guy with the husky. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Good to meet you. Thanks for being on the channel. That's one of the guys he camped near us down at the park.
Oh, nice. Yeah, thank you guys for coming in. Shirley wants to know, where does Trip sleep in that trailer?
That's a good question.
Actually, I've got some alien tape, and I've been trying to stick him with that.
Yeah.
Hook him on the back of the trailer.
No, actually,
He sleeps right here on a
Right
big
here.
mattress. We got him a mattress. He just throws it down in the floor here.
but I tell you what, he can't grow while he's on this trip. He will work.
Well, I was talking to her about putting the slide out in that side over there, and she don't want no part of it.
No, I don't want no slide out.
Aw. So are you guys going to go to Mayberry in
Hey,
October?
there's a question.
A question.
Are you going to go to
Where's this
Mayberry in
Mayberry thing?
October? It's a meetup.
Mayberry meetup.
Well, a lot, but that's over. That's on the other side where we just came from.
Okay, so probably no.
Oh,
Just going through the chat.
It's
Somebody wants to know what part of Iowa we're going to. We're going straight up from where we're at. We're going to Monroe City, Missouri. Then we're going straight up from there. Where's my map? Can you have that map trip? We might be headed
no, that's
kind
not
of towards. This is all right. Des Moines. We're probably going to try to go to Des Moines. There's some Army Corps parks there. We
Mhm.
might try to go there. I think maybe.
So we have a question. How long did it take you to build out your trailer?
2 years, but we were both sick at the same time.
And our son started the trailer. Our son started the renovation. Him and his ex-wife.
Yeah, they were actually living in a travel trailer themselves because he moved around doing welding. And he says, "Mom, I'll move in the backyard and I'll start it for y'all." So that was a great.
The property we did it on was a property we just sold because it had a massive backyard with a pond, and we had power and water out there.
Yeah, so it worked out great.
It worked out great.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Yeah, on a piece of land, if you get a few amenities, you can do a lot of stuff.
Exactly.
So did you already have experience with electrical before you did your solar system?
Yes, but I'm learning solar. I don't know much about solar.
So what all do you have? How many watts on the roof? How many amps in your batteries?
I have 4 100 amp hour 12 volt battle-born batteries. That's 400 amp hour total.
Okay.
And I have 3 200 watt panels for 600 watts right now. I'm gonna put 3 more on this winter in Portside.
So what all are you using power for in your unit then?
Well, I have a big unit. I got 2 AC units.
Oh.
At 90-degree temperature, you got to run some AC, or you can't handle this humidity. It'll kill you.
And in the South, you have to have a dehumidifier too.
We got a dehumidifier we run too.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah. It gets really soupy down.
And you got electric fridge, right?
Electric
Yes,
what?
electric fridge.
Yep, apartment efficiency. And electric.
And you got electric fridge, right?
Yes.
And water heater.
Yeah.
And washer and dryer.
And you got a big.
And washer and dryer.
Oh, you guys have everything.
Oh yes.
And you're running it all on solar. That's awesome. Like,
Well, we're going to be. I mean,
Yeah.
my goal is to get to about 16, maybe 1,800. I'll have a couple portable panels to drive to help with the 1,200, and get some portable panels. Careful.
It's up there too.
did we lose him?
Oh no, he's right here.
Oh,
He's
as long as he's
laying back.
okay. No, I think it's awesome that a person nowadays can do solar and have so many amenities still.
Yes. The only thing that we cannot run on that solar is my Ninja Foodie.
Not yet, but it will be later.
Does it take a lot of power?
That Ninja uses about 14, almost 1,500 watts.
Ooh.
It drinks
Yeah.
it's the juice taker.
Yeah.
But I got a
Yeah, the
generator.
air fryer takes a ton too.
Yeah. So when you look at your solar, you got to look at what you're going to power up, what you're going to use.
Exactly.
So if I could get close to 1,800, we'd be perfect.
But the secret to using that pot is to do it in the top of the sun. When the sun is right over.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got the batteries.
Don't do it at 3 a.m.
Yeah. I'm not going to use my batteries to run those heavy duty appliances. That's foolish.
Yeah. A lot of extra wear and tear on them.
Yeah. So even though they're good for 10 years, I want them to last longer than that.
I agree. Yeah.
You use things because I need to run a generator anyway for what we do. So we want to make sure that generator runs every so often because there's going to be a time when you're going to need that generator. When you do a lot of boondocking, like Shirley will tell you, the weather changed on us in Yellowstone, West Yellowstone last year.
Wow.
Shirley was there. One day, the day before, it was 78, 80 degrees. It was beautiful to watch the hawks fly. The next day, it was snowing on us next morning, and we were eating breakfast at 35 degrees.
It sounds like Canada.
Yeah. Shirley, you want to change this breakfast date? And you know the people from Missouri, they don't change nothing.
Yeah.
She said, we're eating.
Okay.
Yes,
So we had a
ma'am.
question again. Where again were you guys from originally?
Originally, we're from North Carolina.
Okay.
But we live, our residence is Florida because that's where I retired from and all.
Yeah.
And Jean-Marc would like to know, would wind generators work when you're driving? Is that anything you've looked into? They're pretty expensive, aren't they?
No. You can't turn it that fast.
Do what?
You can't turn it that fast.
True.
Wind
When you're
generator.
driving in the wind generator, it'll be going too fast. It's spin too
Right.
fast.
Yeah, that would be, I don't know about a wind generator we're going down the road. Maybe you had some, I don't know how you would do all that. I don't even know if that would be legal.
I mean, you might as well just charge off your alternator then. The CCD is commenting on the color of your RV is very unique, and whoever painted that YouTube logo outside did an amazing job. That's how they found your channel. Who did that for you? Did you do that?
I did the paint job. Yeah, I did the paint job.
Yeah. But
Awesome.
Our son helped. My son helped me do the paint job.
and it's candlizing teal.
My son did a lot of work on this trailer. This trailer will never leave our family.
No.
Yeah, it's got too much memorabilia in it. It's got too much family stuff in it.
That's awesome.
It ain't like a house. This was a project from the get-go. This took a lot of thinking to get this where it's at.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a bit of work.
But
I love the idea that it'll stay in the family. And it's something that's portable. It's not like it's a piece of property where someone has to commit to going out to it.
Right.
Yeah. So we had a question. What kind of generator do you have?
I have a Predator 3500.
Okay. And would it be easier to run an induction cooktop with an old style pressure cooker? Or what would that be compared to the...
I mean, you could do old style too if you wanted to.
Well, they're talking about using an induction cooktop and putting
Yeah.
the old-fashioned pressure cooker on top of the induction cooktop. So
The
basically, all
first
they're
question,
running is the induction cooktop.
the first question is, where do you put the pressure cooker when you're not using it?
I have a big pantry, or under my
Oh,
bench here that I'm sitting on.
Well, you seen that pantry we got, right, Badge?
yeah.
It's extra large.
Yeah.
It's got four 100-pound drawers in it, and they're 30 inches wide, and they come out 24 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a nice piece.
Cool.
And it's right over the wheel well.
Right on.
It's wasted in this trailer. None.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I did for a living.
Yeah, she was a designer. So
Oh, okay. Well, now it makes a little more sense to me.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
See,
my
that's the
goodness.
thing. That's the thing with all the videos don't do justice, because remember I was telling you about Deb and Jim's that you go in and it doesn't even look like a bus? That trailer does not look like a trailer. It looks like a cabin when you get inside. It just doesn't look like a trailer.
Well, it looks
and
like
you
I'm seeing
don't-
some wainscoting in the background. And
Yeah, it's just gorgeous. And you can't really get it with the video. It doesn't really do it justice. But
Mhm.
I don't have to worry about the video because I just go in right there in the raw and I go look at it. So yeah, it's all good.
Hey, I'm home.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm home.
In the raw
Yeah.
makes it sound like he's walking over in the buff.
Yeah, no, I didn't say the buff, I said in the raw. That's me standing
It
there.
sounds like the
In
same
the
thing.
buff, that's a whole different ball game, and people get scared when that happens. Now we're gonna get the stick biscuits out in a minute.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So Box Van D wants to know, when are you coming to paint my box truck, Nomadic Ramblers? And she laughs a bit in the end.
Box Van D. Well, when you can show up at one of our get-togethers, you never know what's going to happen.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
We usually got
Yeah.
in the desert. We were doing solar. Kevin and I were doing solar, and Jim, he had some stuff he was doing, lights and all. That's what we all do. And if somebody needs a hand, we go give them a
That's
hand.
it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we all do. So get your name on the list.
I need to say something to Box Van D. That comment you made about our trip coming over to Georgia, thank you so much. That just made my day. Just made my day.
Was that
You
a
said-
comment in the
you said-
chat or on a video?
Do what?
Are you talking? Was it a comment on a video or?
It was
in
a
the chat?
comment on our last video we put up yesterday, because it was a travel, like, going from Bryce Canyon to Georgia, and she says she usually doesn't
days.
watch
Travel
traveling
video.
videos or driving videos,
Yeah.
but we made it interesting by adding some stuff in between and this, that, and the other. So she
Nice.
liked it.
And we didn't pay for a place to camp the whole way for 5
That's
days.
right. No
That's
camping
awesome.
fees.
And we
Jeff
stayed.
Mayhem RV, you need to go to video number 375 to find out about the stick biscuits.
Oh yeah.
I had missed a video.
Oh mayhem, you gotta go see that. Mayhem, you gotta go see that video. You'll be in tears, buddy. I guarantee you. You gotta see that video.
So we only have about 7 minutes left, and then we are going to go raid Van Life at Gina. And so everyone's aware, the link to that is pinned to the top of the chat in blue.
Okay.
Young man,
Wow.
what can we
Go ahead.
answer for you?
What does stick?
Well, we had stick biscuits with them when they were little tiny.
Yeah.
But he probably doesn't remember. But he's about to. He's about to get
Ooh,
the
I
lesson
see a new video in the making with some
Yeah.
little marshmallow s'mores, perhaps?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Stick biscuits for minors.
Oh yeah.
PG.
PG rated.
Oh my
You know,
goodness.
You know, after he has stick biscuits and marshmallows, he probably won't be able to go home. I'm just saying. Just saying. He'll be ruined for life.
But really, campfires, he's going to enjoy campfire because it's grown
He'll,
people.
he'll be ruined for life.
Oh,
His mom will be like, his mom will be up there. Don't you bring him back here now. He's damaged goods. I don't want him back here now. Yeah.
He'll be all right.
Hey, you know
We're gonna
what?
make it PG.
He'll be prepped for 6th grade.
Oh yes, that's right. He's going to 6th grade.
Oh God.
6th grade.
What am I going to have to prepare?
Hey, can you see the teacher reading his report, what he did over the summer? I can hear the phone calls. His dad's going to be trying to sleep. Yeah, you know, your son wrote about these events on his travels. Is this true?
We have the video evidence, actually. Tracy Oceanfire, thank you so much for the super sticker. You are a doll.
Let's wait for next year. Well, Mom, can I go to Grant's and Grampy's for the? No, you can't. You stay at home. And you can't have stick biscuits either.
No, they're gonna let him go. There's nothing left he doesn't know. He might as well go again.
That's it. That's for sure.
Hey,
already learned
that's what it is. Where's this? Have you got your stick biscuit thing with you? Right handy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a
Uh-oh.
stick?
I'll have to put it there, Green Mom.
All right,
It's
7,
not
7,
under
7.
food.
Oh, it's not?
No, I'll put it under that playlist.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank
gonna
you,
move it under food.
Megan.
We're going to go out there
Awesome.
tonight moving under food.
Man.
Have you got the stick biscuit stick there?
Do what?
Do we have one?
The stick biscuit. the thing you use for stick fishing. This is so cool
This
because
stick
7 came up and he had this this big 1-inch dowel thing, right? So of course, Mr. C says, "Oh, that's too big. I'll make one of them." Look at this. Look at this thing. Ever cool.
That is
Yeah,
not what I
it's so
expected.
cool.
Open it up.
It is so cool, and it works really cool.
There we go.
It only takes a
So are
little
you
bit of
making
room.
it in a circle?
There you go.
Yeah. You just take that Pillsbury dough and put it on there.
Where it was bound around like a snake.
Now, well, last year what we did
These change out.
was Shirley
Bought a dowel rod.
bought a dowel rod, and we
cut.
made some about that long,
Fit on the end.
Wow.
and it works great.
See?
Oh, okay. Now this makes more sense to me. Lori
Space
Bird
saver.
saying stick
Yes.
biscuits are what we call willow stick bannock. Thank you, Lori. So yeah, it's essentially the same as bannock. Just
There you go.
Yeah.
Stick
Yeah.
biscuit. And you put your biscuit on there and you cook it, man. It's good. Good, full of good stuff.
And then you drop a marshmallow in
I
there.
got a broom handle and some Pillsbury dough.
Well, of course.
That's it. That's all you need.
Exactly.
That's all you need. Broomstick and some Pillsbury. You're in there.
We keep this little.
But then you still won't have the campfire talk. That's
Yeah.
I know.
you got to be at the
I know.
campfire.
I wouldn't have the campfire talk tonight, but you know what I would have is I would have the ability to watch Van Life with Gina. Tonight she is interviewing Prairie Life, another Canadian woman who I actually spent a good portion of my Saturday with. I consider her a good friend, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So if you guys haven't met Prairie Life, you're going to have to go check that out too.
You the
She's an
lucky
amazing
one.
lady.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
So is there anything to wrap it up, so to speak, that you would like to let everyone know, or a tip or a suggestion for approaching this lifestyle?
The one thing I have to say, people ask me what we spend. I spend more when you travel like we're traveling right now. We're confident we're going to spend a little bit more money on fuel, but really we spend more money on food than anything else.
Exactly.
So it is doable. You don't have to run 100 miles a day. We're doing that now because we got a point to get to. But if we didn't, meandering around from state to state, 14 days here, 16 days there, 20 days here, the months go by so quick.
Well, we like to find us a center point, camp there, and go out from there 100 miles. It just makes it a lot easier.
Visiting different areas and small towns and the people that live there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That is a really good suggestion. And I've heard before, the slower the travel, the more affordable it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I want to thank you guys, all three of you, so very much for being here tonight. Badge, thank you so much for setting this up.
Much better this time, Badge. We love you.
Oh, I think so. I just thought we'd have to redo it because I screwed it up so much. And Elle just lost her internet. I know you find that hard to believe. So she says hi to you guys, Sharon and Mr. C and the kiddo. And yeah.
All right.
And we'll be there.
Thank you guys
We're
so
coming.
much. And I will see
We're
everybody
coming.
at Van Life with Gina.
Okay.
All right.
We'll watch it.
Thanks.